Okay, so professors, there we have it, the assignments I gave you, which was requiring you to prepare the trading account and the profit and loss account. I want to believe all of us at least are 19 to 95% okay with the format of the two accounts, i.e. the trading and profit and loss account. Please, it's very important. You need to remember it. So here we're given the trial balance of XYZ for 31st December 2005. And so as you come through, you see a lot of items here from fixed asset like plant and machinery, information about stock, purchases, building, carriage out was wages, sundry debtors, salaries, furniture, trade expense, advertisement, bad debt drawings, insurance, bank balances, sales, interest received, creditors bank loan, discount on purchases. Professors, discount on purchases is the same as what? Discount on purchases is the same as or can refer to as what? Any idea? Discount on purchase.
Service.
Portia, take it again. I didn't hear you.
Service. I wanted to ask what you said. I couldn't hear you. Sorry.
Okay, so I'm asking, discount on purchases is also known as what? Yeah, go ahead.
Is discounts allowed?
Josephine? Okay, Portia said discount what?
Service allowed.
Portia says allowed. Josephine says discount what?
Received.
Received. Okay, let me hear from other professors. Prof. Nadum, are you for received or allowed? Discount on purchases.
Please discount received.
Okay. Augustine Akoli.
Separate discounts allowed.
Okay, and then finally Professor Ajimai, Mike Ajimai. Are you for received or allowed, Prof. Ajimai? Prof. Mike, can you hear me? Your microphone is muted, so please unmute and let's hear your response. Well, it seems Prof. Ajimai is not with us. Okay. So, professors, discount on purchases can never be discount allowed. It's discount received. You are buying goods from your suppliers, right? And it's your suppliers who can give you that discount received. Or you can receive discount from your suppliers. Okay. The opposite is discount on sales. That will be the discount allowed because when you are selling to your customers, you can allow them some discount. So let's take note of that. Okay. So from that, you go to capital and then the closing stock was value. So if you have the question like this straight away, you write the name of the business X, Y, Z. And we are preparing the trading account for the year ended 31st December 2005. And so as usual, you keep your three currency columns or amount columns. The currency is Ghana cedis, so you put the currency there. Okay. So we know the drill, right? Okay, please hold. The assignment was to prepare the trading and profit and loss account. Was it a combined one or the separate? Let me confirm that.
Please separate.
Okay, you were to do it separately. Yes, okay. So that's great. So for the trading account, we all know we begin with what? The sales figure. And then we less any returns inward. So let's check for our sales figure and return inwards. Professors, how much is the sales and how much is the return inwards, if any? I don't know, Prof. Ajima, if you are now with us and you can hear us, if you can identify our sales figure for us and the return inwards. Maybe Prof is having issues. Okay, Prof. Akoli, Austin Akoli, how much is our sales figure and how much is the return inwards, if any?
Our sales figure is 480,000, but
Okay.
there's no return inwards.
There is no return inwards in the question. Great. So if there is no return inwards, I indicated to you, your sales figure goes straight under the third column, 480,000. There's no need for you to less returns because there's none. Okay. So our total sales is our net sales. We move on to look at the cost of sales. I want to believe professors were not confused at this point. Okay. So for cost of sales, yes, what do we do? Or what do we do? Which item do we put first? Yes, Austin, go ahead.
Please, you first extract the opening stock.
The opening stock. You bring in your opening stock. How much is our opening stock? I believe is 60,000. All of us can see it here. Opening stock 60,000. Then after opening stock, what next, Professor Josephine? After bringing your opening stock, what do you do next?
These purchases.
Okay, purchases. So let me,
Mhm.
yeah, after your opening stock, you look for your net purchases, which begins with your purchases, and you watch out for any return outwards and carriage inwards. Prof. Portia, do we have return outwards and carriage inwards? Prof. Portia.
Say, please thank you.
Yes, do we have our return outwards and carriage inwards, and what are the figures if they are there?
Please, carried inwards is 3,400.
Okay. And what of return outwards?
Let me something.
Okay.
I'm trying to see it.
Prof is checking the trial balance for the return outwards, so let's be patient.
And please, there are no returns here.
Exactly. There are no return outwards, but we have the carriage inwards. So what we are going to do is to put the purchases here, 160,000, and add the carriage inwards, which is 3,400. Now, if you do that addition, you arrive at your net purchases, which then goes under the opening stock. So it follows in that order. Again, I hinted you that for a question where your purchases has no return outwards and carriage inwards, then the purchases would have gone straight under the opening stock. Okay, so you only come to the first column to look for your net purchases if there are the two items or either of them for you to adjust. So here we added the 3,400 carriage invoice to the 160,000. That will give us 163,400. We now add it to the opening stock. Professor Ajiman, can you punch the calculator for us? 60,000 plus 163,400. How much would we get? I think Prof. Ajiman is not available.
223,000.
223,400. Okay. Thank you. Professor Bright, what is the name of this figure? When you add the opening stock to your net purchases, what do you get? Prof. Bright Echampo. Professor Bright, are you there? Okay, I think maybe he's also now. Yes, Professor Bright, let's hear you. That figure the figure 223,400 represents what?
So please, the cost of goods available for sale.
Thank you. The cost of goods available for sale. Thank you very much. So please always remember that when you add your opening stock to your net purchases, you arrive at your cost of goods available for sale. When you get your available, what do you do next? What do you do next? Bright again. Okay, Bright, let's hear you.
I have a question.
Okay, question. Let's hear the question.
So please, the question has carriage inwards and carriage outwards.
Okay.
But I've seen only carriage inwards in there.
Okay, so what do you propose we do to the carriage outwards?
Yeah, I thought less the carriage outwards.
From where?
Sir, please, the purchases.
From the purchases. Okay, well noted. Professors, any comment on what Bright stated just now? That we are also supposed to less the carriage outwards from the purchases. Any comment? Prof. Portia.
Sir, please. He said we should less the carriage inwards from it.
I said outwards.
No, he's speaking of the outwards. Yes, the outwards.
Okay. He said that one is an operating expense. And it's part of the profit and loss account, not the trading account.
Thank you. I think Bright missed that point when we were looking at the format and the items there. So Bright, carriage outwards is not a direct trading expense. Okay. In other words, it's a cost that you can even, avoid. It is not an incidental cost to our trading compared to carriage inwards. Carriage inwards is such that when you purchase the goods, you bring them to your shop now. So it's a must. Until you bring them to your shop, you can't sell the goods. But look at carriage outwards. It simply means you are transporting the goods to the customer, right, to sell. What if the customer comes to your shop and buys the goods? Do you incur any carriage outwards expense? No. So carriage outwards is seen as a selling and distribution expense, which appears in the profit and loss account. I think I'll give you an overview of the profit, a little bit of the profit and loss account. That the expenses that go there can be categorized into administrative expenses, okay, selling and distribution expenses, and financial charges or finance costs. These are the three key categorization of expenses in the profit and loss account. Okay, so carriage outwards is a selling and distribution expense. It's not seen as a direct trading expense. Okay, the direct trading expenses are all the expenses that, are necessary for you to be able to sell the goods that you go to purchase. So I hope that is settled. Thank you, Portia, for that clarification for Bright. Okay. And I even hinted that is one of the, highly examinable objective tests, that which of the following is found in the profit and loss account. Then you see A, carriage in was, B, carriage out was, and they will add other things. Okay, so watch out for that. So we have our cost of goods available. The next thing is to less closing stock. So how much is the closing stock? We have 90,000. And when you less that, you arrive at your cost of goods sold. Now here again, I tell professors to be careful. When you get your cost of goods sold, check the question if you have a trading expense. And I gave you the common one, which is wages, right? So yes, this question has a trading expense, wages, 32,000. If the question did not have any trading expense, your cost of goods sold would have represented your cost of sales. And for that matter, that is what you push under the sales to less. But here we have a trading expense. So we have to assess the cost of goods. So that will be 223,400 minus 90. We have 133,400. We add the wages, the trading expense wages of 32,000. Prof. Ajima, I think you'll be doing the punching of the calculator for us. So when you add, how much are you getting? Austin, question.
Sir, please, apart from
Okay.
wages,
Yes. Sorry. Sorry, yes, I skipped one other trading expense. You go through and you see another trade expense of 12,000. Thank you for that point. So this time the trading expense is not only wages, right? So add wages, and then you also have the trading or the trade expense. So that is to tell you that it's not always wages. Sometimes you can have some hidden trade expense there. Check the question well. So trade expense. I think the question should have been other trade expense. Okay. So we add those two figures, 32,000, as well as the trade expense of 12,000. Okay. So now what will be our cost of sales, Prof. Michael Ajimai? Add them, 133,400 plus 32,000 plus 12,000. Oh, Prof. Ajimai's calculator has got some problem just. Okay.
177,400.
Okay, 137. Sorry.
77.
77,400. Thank you. So we less that from the sales, and professors, are we going to get a gross profit or a gross loss? Professor Josephine, are we getting a gross profit or a gross loss?
Please, gross profit.
Gross profits, simply because the sales is more than the cost of sales. And Professor Ajimai, how much are we getting for that?
657,400.
Oh, sorry, we are subtracting and not adding. We are lessening the cost of sales from the sales. So it should be a subtraction and not addition.
$302,600.
Okay, thank you. So this is your gross profit, and that ends the trading account. Please, how many of us got this correct? Okay, Portia, and who else? Okay, Austin. So the rest of you, if you had if you made errors, what were the errors? Please, Professor Fifi and Professor Bright, add your surnames to it, okay? I'm begging you, so that I can take attendance. Prof. Josephine, what was the confusion? Where did you make the mistake?
Yeah, please. I forgot to add the trade expense. I didn't see.
So even though I have stated that wages is the common trading expense, sometimes watch out. There are some questions you see specifically stated trade expense, or they can even tell you take the rent. We know rent is normally an operating expense, but they can ask you to take the rent as a trading expense. At that point, you have no excuse not to go and add the rent to the trading expense. So always watch out. But I think WAEC does not, manipulate you like that. Okay. So you are in a safe space. But I'm hinting you just in case you don't forget some at some time. Okay. So that is it. Josephine's case. What of the others? Prof. Nadum, have you done the assignment and did you have any challenge? Augustine, Akoli, was it same for you? Okay, Augustine, Akoli, what was your issue?
Self is the same thing.
I also forgot to. Okay. Now, you see, the sad part of this thing is that when you make an error somewhere, it will affect all your figures. That's the painful thing. So please take your time when you are preparing this account. Okay, great. So for the purposes of Fifi, we're preparing the trading account. I want to believe by now you have watched the videos and at least you appreciate where we at. So it's like the GHS selling price minus cost price to get your profit or loss. But this time, you have to do a lot of things to get the cost price, which is the cost of sales. So that's what we just ended. Now we are moving on to the profit or loss account for the year ended 31st December 2005. Please, interestingly, when I share the videos and I go to YouTube to view or check on how many people have watched, sometimes I get sad. I say, but professors, if you not watch the thing, why do you make me stress myself to upload it? Eh? Okay, anyways. But please, if you miss some classes, I beg you. Who is that? Who is laughing at me? Augustine, I'll call it, no problem. Okay, you can even share it with your friends. If you are not going to watch it, you share with your friends. I know you say, but if you can share, that's fine. But if you miss the class, I beg you, go and watch the videos because that's the only way you can catch up. Thank you. Please, any question? Any question before we move to the profit and loss account? Any question? Okay. Now we know that for the profit and loss account, you begin with the gross profit, right? Which you have determined in the trading account. So gross profit, that's what we had. So we bring that in here, 302,600. And then to my professors who were here, when you bring in the gross profit, what next do you do? Okay, Austin, go ahead. Let's say.
Sir, please, you add other income.
You add other income. So let's check the question if we have other income, and I think Prof. Nadom would assist us in this regard. Prof. Nadom, what other income do you see in the question? I'm giving you a clue. The clue is your income has credit balances, or incomes have credit balances. So your focus will be on the credit side of your trial balance. So can you help us identify the other income? It is captioned other income because the gross profit is your main income from your trading. That's what those things are referred to as other income. Okay. So Prof. Nadom, if you can identify just one for me. Yeah, Fifi, you have a question?
Please, your line is breaking.
Oh, okay. Is it okay now?
Yes, please.
Okay. So Prof. Nadom, let's hear you. What is the other income you can see there?
Is bank loan.
Okay, Prof says bank loan. Prof. Nadom, I'll sue you in court for telling me a bank loan.
Oh, say I'm yet to watch the videos. I'm yet to watch the
So you
videos from
see?
the previous class.
So you are part of those who don't watch my videos. Anyway, well noted. I knew you were not around for that class. That's why I'm putting you on the spot. So please, I beg you, go and watch the videos for me. That's the only way you can catch up. Should I put Fifi on the spot too? Fifi, can you identify any other income?
Okay. Say salary.
Okay, Fifi, thank you. You too, you follow. I'll take you to, as for you, I'm not taking you to court. I'm taking you straight to prison. So I guess, Fifi, you may also have to go and watch the videos on the trading and profit and loss account, okay? So that you can. In fact, this weekend, I'll try to resend all the previous videos so that you can have full complement of the videos from video 1 to the last one. Okay, so professors, your other income, I think last time we looked at it. Yeah, Portia, Josephine, and others, I think, can do that for us. So who would do? Is it Portia or Josephine or Portia, let's say?
So please, discounts received and interest received.
Discount received and interest received. So you see, my professors, can you explain further what this other income is so that my professors Fifi and Nadom can at least appreciate why we are listing these as other income? Okay, let me save you the stress for that. Let me do it. So professors, we are saying that, okay, if somebody is into buying and selling, as in trading, right? The person's main income will be the profit he or she is making from the buying and selling, and that is their gross profit. Apart from that, the person may be engaging in other activities that brings in income or money. One of them could be investment. So aside his normal buying and selling or trading, maybe he does investment in government bonds or treasury bills or whatever. So the income or the interest he receives on that investment is one of them. Another one could be commission received. So this sole trader might be offering services to other people and takes commission. Okay. For example, if you are a tomato seller, your main trading is buy and sell tomatoes. But maybe your customer comes to you and say, oh, please, can you help me boil the tomatoes and blend it and put it in a rubber for me? You see, that activity you are going to do is not your normal buying and selling tomatoes. So when you finish that, you tell the customer, customer, this one there, I have preserved the thing for you. You have to pay me some extra commission. That commission will form part of your other income. So last time we listed those other income to be the income from your investment or interest you receive from your investment, commission you receive, sometimes rent received. Okay, I've seen sole traders, renting out certain things to other people to take rent. So rent received and discount received. We all know discount received. When you're going to pay your supplier and he says, oh, don't pay me the full amount, pay me a reduction, or I'm allowing you this, that discount received is a gain and treated as an income in the profit and loss account. So for my professors, these are the 4 other incomes you should be thinking about. Okay, these are the common ones. There are even some questions you not see any other income. So for this question, the other income, and I told you they have credit balances. So when you are looking for them, don't veer into the debit side. The debit side is your asset and expenses, and your credit side is your income and liabilities. So if you look at this credit side, the first one is sales. Sales is an income, but it's a trading income. So it has been taken care of in the trading account. So interest received will be one of the other income. Creditors, we all know, is a liability. And bank loan is also a liability. It's not an income. Then the discount on purchases, that is your discount received. And then almighty capital is also here, right? So on the credit side is your capital, liabilities, and other income. Don't go and pick liabilities or capital. They don't come to the profit and loss account. They will go to the balance sheet. So here we add the other income, which is the interest received. And then the other one will be the discount on purchases. So these are the 2 incomes. Add them to it. You see, you can add them here and bring the total here and add, or you can add them straight ahead. That one is a matter of choice. So I think 2,000 in each case. So we add that to it. And when you add the other income, you now arrive at total income. Total income. So our total income will be 306,600. Okay. Then you are left with the last thing to do, which is to less your operating expenses. So in the profit and loss account, when you add the other income to the gross profit, you go and look for your expenses and you less all of them. Like I just indicated, your expenses are on the debit side with your asset. So be able to fish out your expenses. And professors, I think we'll do that in the second session. So let's rejoin the second session and we will continue from there by picking our expenses. Thank you very much. If you have questions, please bring them on board in the second session for me or for us to look at it. Thank you.